Hi, this is Cynthia Hardaway. We're doing the saponification of fatty acids, which is basically making some soap. I wanted to start this lab by saying I've read the material and I have a much better understanding of soap and hard water. I remember being at my great-grandma's house, Miss Lottie, and I would take my own stuff down there. We'd pack our bags and we'd go take a bath, and I never really felt clean, and they always said something about the water. But now I clearly understand that she lived in an area where she did have hard water, and that's why when we bathed, we always felt like our hair was greasy, and I never really felt clean at her house. But it was still a good vacation. But anyway, just thought I'd preface the lab by saying that it now makes sense. The lab is going to start by preparing a soap through saponification reaction, and the physical and chemical properties of manufactured soap will be tested, and this investigation will require 24 hours to complete, so I'll probably see you in 2 or 3 videos. The materials needed for this lab are vegetable cooking oil, 30 milliliters, a valve screw cap, 2 dram, test tube 2, which I do already have the materials out. Let's go ahead and show you those as I have done in the previous lab. Vegetable oil, the 2 dram vial right here. There we go. And then we still have our test tubes available, and that's here. And the glass stirring rod here. Sodium hydroxide, and that's right here. And hard water mix. That actually came in a package. I know in my area we do not have hard water, so I'm glad that's provided. Sodium chloride saturated, and we're going to use 7 milliliters of that. A plastic funnel right here, and filter paper right here. So I'll use the beaker also that was provided, and a cylinder and the scale, and we'll take some measurements and record some data after the test is complete. In activity 1, we're going to place the empty dram vial and cap on the balance. I have that available here. Let me take the cover off. Oh, I already did. Okay, so we have the balance here, and we're going to use a pipette and dispense 2 grams of the vegetable oil into the vial. I'm actually going to weigh the empty vial first with the lid on it, and that'll be one of our first recorded measurements. Okay, so we'll record that in grams, as usual. Then we're going to use the pipette and dispense 2 grams of vegetable oil into the vial. It's an easy word to say, is it? So I have my empty vial here. We'll go ahead and use a pipette and dispense some vegetable oil into that. And again, that was 2 grams. And we'll have to use our balance to measure that by doing some simple math. So we're basically going to go from 8.52 to 8.54. And that's nice. I think we got it right off the bat. Let's put that back on and check. Maybe one more drop. Perfect. So we have exactly 2 grams of vegetable oil added to our vial. Now, in the 10 milliliter graduated cylinder, that is right here. We're going to measure 2 milliliters of the 1M sodium hydroxide. And that's easy to do. Remember, we want to get down at eye level with the lines on the cylinder to make sure we're recording our observations correctly. Note, I am wearing the PPEs, which is glasses, lab coat, and gloves for this lab. Alright, so again, let's read number 3 on activity 1. I'm going to check those off as we go through. We're adding 2 milliliters of the 1M sodium hydroxide. And we'll go ahead and drop that in now. We want to go slowly to make sure we get it just right. Right at the 2. And I want to show you that the line is perfect here. Right there on the 2. There we go. Okay, so we're going to check that one off also. We've done number 3 on activity 1. Now I'm going to pour the sodium hydroxide into the dram vial and secure the cap tightly. Let's do that right away. I'm going to take it off the balance, and we'll just do that over the paper here. Okay. That's complete. So there should be 2 distinct layers, the oil and the sodium hydroxide layers. Let's take a look at that. Are there 2 complete layers here? If you do look closely, it looks like there's oil at the bottom. So I can see the 2 layers, and I think you can see that too on the video. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So moving on, number 5. I'm going to put the lid back on now and shake the dram vial. It says vigorously until an emulsion is formed. And that's just basically a mixture where the 2 things combine. We don't want to see any layers. Okay, let's take a look at it again. We'll do it together. It looks cloudy, and they've definitely emulsified. Okay. We're going to let this mixture stand for 10 minutes, and then we'll shake the vial again until there are no layers. So I'll set a timer for 10 minutes, and we'll see you back. Hi, it's been 10 minutes, and we're going to shake the vial again until there are no distinct layers. Okay, that's emulsified. Right there. We're going to place the vial in a secure location and allow the interaction to take place over the next 24 hours. So we'll be making a second video, and after that, after the 24 hours, a solid will have formed at the interface between the oil and sodium hydroxide layers, and we'll proceed at that point. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.